My child, come closer and listen carefully. Ask me. You don't have to hide your questions from me. You don't have to pretend certainty to stay close to me. You don't have to silence your curiosity in order to belong. I see the thoughts you hesitate to say out loud, the ones that show up late at night, the ones that interrupt your prayers, the ones that make you wonder if something is wrong with your faith. Why did this happen? Why didn't you stop it? Why does this feel unfair? Why do you seem silent sometimes? Why does this not make sense to me? And then another voice follows. Maybe I shouldn't ask that. Maybe real faith doesn't question. Maybe doubt means I'm drifting. Maybe curiosity means I don't really trust. So you push the questions down. You tell yourself that faith means pretending to understand. You think faith means having everything resolved. You think faith means feeling confident at all times. You think faith means certainty without tension. But faith was never meant to be fragile, and I am not intimidated by your questions. Jeremiah 33:3 says, "Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." This verse is teaching you something important. I invited you to ask, call to me, not once, not when you're perfect, not when you figured it out. Call to me. The true meaning of this verse is openness to inquiry. I did not say, come to me only when you understand. I said, call to me. Your questions are not interruptions. They are invitations. You think asking questions means you are losing faith, but sometimes asking is how faith grows. James 1:5 says, if any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, and it will be given to you. This verse is teaching you that uncertainty is not disqualification. Lacks wisdom, ask. The true meaning of this verse is that confusion is not rejection. It is an opportunity for clarity. I am not offended by your curiosity. I am not threatened by your intellect. I am not overwhelmed by your wondering. You think you must resolve every doubt before coming near me. But I am not asking you to solve everything. I am asking you to stay with me while you question. Some of you feel like your questions make you dangerous, like your thoughts make you unstable, like your curiosity puts distance between us. But distance is not created by questions. It is created by silence. When you hide your wondering, you isolate yourself. But when you bring your uncertainty into relationship, you remain connected. Thomas asked questions. He wanted to see. He wanted to understand. He wanted evidence. John 20:27 says, then he said to Thomas, put your finger here, see my hands. I'd stop doubting and believe. This verse is teaching you that I meet honest doubt with compassion. Notice what I did not do. I did not reject him. I did not shame him. I did not exclude him. I did not dismiss him. I invited him closer. The true meaning of this verse is relational reassurance. Honest doubt does not push me away. It brings you nearer when you bring it to me. Some of you are afraid that if you ask too much, you will lose me. But truth does not fear examination. Psalm 62:8 says, trust in him at all times, like pour out your hearts to him. This verse is teaching you emotional honesty. Pour out your hearts. Not edited, not filtered, not sanitized. The true meaning of this verse is transparency. You can bring me your confusion, your frustration, your disappointment, your uncertainty. You do not have to package your questions politely. You can be honest. You can say, I don't understand. I'm struggling to believe. I don't see what you're doing. I don't know why this happened. And I will not leave. Faith is not the absence of questions. It is the decision to keep asking in relationship. You do not need to suppress your mind to stay close to me. I created your mind. Your curiosity was not a mistake. Your reasoning was not an accident. Your desire to understand is part of how you were formed. I am not intimidated by logic. I am not surprised by skepticism. I am not exhausted by your wondering. You do not have to choose between honesty and belonging. You can think deeply and trust deeply. You can question and remain. You can seek clarity without losing connection. You do not have to pretend certainty. Certainty grows through relationship. Some of your questions may not have immediate answers, but unanswered does not mean unheard. Silence does not mean absence. Delay does not mean indifference. Sometimes understanding unfolds slowly. Sometimes wisdom grows through time. Sometimes trust develops before explanation. You want full answers now, but you are inside the story, and I see the whole narrative. You see moments. I see meaning. You see confusion. I see context. You see fragments. I see completion. So ask when you feel uncertain. Ask when you feel frustrated. Ask when you feel confused. Ask when you feel overwhelmed. Bring me your intellectual doubt. Bring me your emotional hesitation. Bring me your unanswered questions. I am not intimidated by them. They do not weaken me. They do not threaten our relationship. They do not cancel your belonging. They are welcome here. You are not disqualified by curiosity. You are not failing because you wonder. You are not distant because you question. You are growing. Faith is not pretending to understand everything. Faith is trusting me while you don't. My child, ask me, not because questioning is rebellion, but because questioning can be trust. Ask me, not because you doubt my presence, but because you seek my understanding. Ask me, and remain with me as you learn. You are not disqualified by your curiosity. You are growing through it. You are not failing because you wonder. You are maturing as you seek. Faith is not pretending to understand everything. Faith is trusting me while you don't. Ask me, and I will stay with you, even in the questions, even in the uncertainty, even in the silence. I am not intimidated by your questions, and I am not leaving. Not now, not when you ask, not when you doubt, not when you seek. Ask me. I am here, and I am not leaving.